Are your legs suddenly cramping up at night, waking you from sleep with sharp, stabbing pain? You're not alone. For many seniors, these leg cramps come out of nowhere, and they keep coming back. You might be wondering, is it something you're eating or not eating? Are your muscles getting weaker because your body is missing something essential? And the real question, can a few simple foods actually stop the pain and help you walk with strength and confidence again? In the next few minutes, I'm revealing 5 powerful foods that are not just tasty, but could be the secret to ending your leg cramps for good. Stick with me, because number 3 is a surprising one, and it could change everything. Before we get started, let me know in the comments where you're joining from. I love hearing any question from our natural wellness community around the world. And don't forget, hit subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss any of our health-boosting videos from Green Health Remedies. First, banana. You've heard that bananas might help leg cramps. But what if I told you that most people are using them wrong and missing out on the real relief they offer? So, why do your legs cramp at night, even when you've been resting all day? Leg cramps can sneak up on you like a thief in the night. You stretch, twist, or suddenly bolt upright with that sharp, stabbing pain. The real kicker? It might have less to do with activity and more to do with something you didn't eat. Let's just say, your dinner plate holds more power than you think. Leg cramps can be linked to mineral deficiencies, especially potassium, which bananas are rich in. But here's something odd: if potassium is so important, why doesn't every banana stop a cramp? Not all cramping is created equal, and neither is every banana fix. Some people pop one and feel fine. Others? Nothing changes. The secret lies in when you eat them and what you pair them with. Timing and absorption matter, and most people completely miss this crucial detail. Bananas work best when consumed before physical activity or hours before sleep to allow potassium to absorb and regulate muscle function. Ever notice how some cramps hit harder when you're dehydrated, but even water doesn't help? Here's the catch: hydration isn't just about water. It's about electrolyte balance. Bananas do provide potassium, but without magnesium and sodium in balance, your muscles still suffer. So if you're just eating a banana and calling it a day, your body may still be crying out for help. Combine bananas with a handful of nuts or a pinch of sea salt in your smoothie to balance electrolytes and improve muscle recovery. And what if you can't eat bananas? Maybe it's the sugar, carbs, or even a texture thing. That's where most people stop, but you don't have to. Bananas are just one option in a toolkit. Some of the best cramp fighters might already be in your fridge or pantry. One of them is so creamy, so rich in potassium, and doesn't spike your blood sugar. It's often overlooked, but it works just as well, if not better, than a banana. Avocados contain even more potassium than bananas, with fewer carbs, ideal for diabetics or low-carb diets. Still wondering why your legs cramp even after stretching and eating right? You might be focusing on the wrong moment of the day. Think of your body like a phone: you don't wait until it's at 1% to charge it. Same goes for your legs. What you eat, drink, and do during the day sets up how your muscles behave at night. Eating potassium-rich foods earlier in the day gives your body time to absorb nutrients and reduce nighttime cramping. And the unusual combo most people overlook? It's probably already in your kitchen, and you've never paired it with bananas before. Here's a hint: it's creamy, high in potassium, and provides magnesium too, all without sugar spikes. Mix mashed banana with half an avocado, a splash of lime, and a pinch of Himalayan salt. It might sound weird, but the flavor is surprisingly refreshing, and the results? Worth every bite. This mix floods your body with the minerals it craves to keep your muscles calm, nourished, and ready for restful sleep. Food number 2: avocados. You've probably been told bananas are the go-to for leg cramps, right? But what if that advice is missing something? What if the banana fix isn't the full story? It turns out there's a quiet champion with even more potassium, and it's not yellow, it's green. Avocados pack nearly twice the potassium of bananas, and that matters. Because potassium helps balance the fluids in your muscles. When it's low, cramps strike. But when it's just right, muscles glide like silk. So why aren't more people using this superfruit for cramp relief? Here's the real twist. What if the cause of your leg cramps isn't just about potassium at all? Have you ever noticed cramps happen more when you're stressed, dehydrated, or even after exercise? That's where things get interesting. Avocados are not just potassium bombs. They're rich in magnesium and monounsaturated fats, which help reduce inflammation, a hidden trigger for tight, painful muscles. Plus, that creamy texture? It's full of nutrients that help your body absorb minerals better. But why do healthy fats matter so much when we're talking about muscle cramps? Ever wonder why some people get cramps and others don't, even if they eat the same foods? There's something deeper happening, especially in people over 40, and it's tied to blood sugar and circulation. See, avocados don't just fight cramps, they're actually better than most fruits for blood sugar balance. That means less insulin spikes, steadier energy, and more oxygen reaching your muscles. Exactly what you need to keep those painful spasms away. This is especially powerful if you or someone you love is dealing with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. But what's the best way to eat them to unlock these benefits? If you think avocado toast is just a trendy brunch item, think again. Because how you eat avocados might be just as important as eating them at all. When combined with whole grains or leafy greens, avocados create a powerhouse meal that fights inflammation, supports nerve function, and keeps you hydrated at the cellular level. Try a simple mashed avocado on sprouted grain toast or tossed into a salad with olive oil and lemon juice. Small, smart changes, massive payoff over time. But there's one timing trick that can make avocado work even better against cramps. So stay with me. This next bite could change everything. You might be thinking, can I eat avocado in the morning instead? That's a smart question. Because the timing depends on your routine and when your cramps usually hit. If you get cramps during exercise or in the afternoon, eating avocado at breakfast or lunch helps prep your body with those nutrients ahead of time. But if your cramps wake you up at night, that's when an evening portion makes more sense. Your body uses what you give it, when you give it. And that's the hidden magic of timing. So how much avocado is too much? And is half really enough? Here's where people get it wrong. Because more isn't always better. Experts suggest that half to one whole avocado per day is ideal. That's around 120 to 240 calories, but loaded with fiber, minerals, and those anti-inflammatory fats. More than that? You risk excess calories or digestive upset, especially if you're new to it. It's about quality, not quantity. But what happens if you eat it every day? Is it too much fat? Could it cause weight gain? Or, is there something your body starts doing silently, behind the scenes? Here's the thing, when you eat avocado daily, your body begins to build a nutrient reserve. The potassium helps balance fluids, the magnesium supports nerve function, and those monounsaturated fats? They coat your cells, reducing inflammation like a soothing balm. People who eat avocado regularly report fewer cramps, better digestion, and even more stable mood, thanks to blood sugar control and brain-boosting fats. But consistency is key, not just the habit, but how you prepare it, and what you eat it with, that makes all the difference. Food number 3: sweet potatoes. Have you ever craved something warm, soft, and comforting, only to find out it might also be your body's quietest healer? Because the next time your leg locks up in the middle of the night, or your calf twitches after a long walk, the answer might not be a pill. It might be what's hiding inside that golden orange potato. Let's uncover the comfort food you never knew could fight back. But what if one of the coziest foods on your plate is actually a muscle whisperer? Sweet potatoes don't just taste good, they're rich in potassium and magnesium, two minerals your body desperately needs to stop leg cramps. When those levels drop, especially after sweating or sitting too long, your muscles panic. But these minerals help calm the storm. They ease the tightness, smooth out nerve signals, and tell your muscles, you're safe. You can let go. But why do sweet potatoes work better than other starchy foods? That part might surprise you. There's something bananas don't have, and it's the reason sweet potatoes might quietly outshine them. See, sweet potatoes aren't just loaded with potassium. They also contain complex carbs that help your body actually use the minerals it's given. These carbs digest slowly, helping your muscles recharge over time, not all at once. And magnesium? It's one of the most underrated cramps fighters. It helps relax muscles and improve blood flow, especially to your legs, where poor circulation often hides in plain sight. But there's a catch. You might be throwing away the best part without even realizing it. You might want to pause before peeling that sweet potato. Because the skin is where the magic hides. The outer layer holds even more potassium, fiber, and antioxidants, all working together to reduce inflammation and keep blood sugar balanced. That balance matters, because when sugar spikes and crashes, cramps often follow. So next time, try roasting or baking sweet potatoes with the skin on. It's not just safe, it's smarter. And it might help your muscles rest easier, especially at night. But when exactly should you eat them to get the most benefit? Turns out, yes. The time you eat sweet potatoes matters more than you think. If you tend to cramp at night, try having them for dinner, about 2 to 3 hours before bed. That way, your muscles get a slow, steady flow of nutrients as your body prepares for rest. Aim for about 1/2 to 1 cup daily, enough to deliver the good stuff without overloading on sugar or carbs. It's especially helpful if you're active, over 40, or managing blood sugar. And if you're diabetic? The low glycemic index of sweet potatoes makes them a safer, smarter choice. Still, what they do beyond cramp relief, that's where it gets truly unexpected. Because what if I told you, this humble root might also help your brain, your heart, and your mood, all in one serving? There's one specific antioxidant in sweet potatoes that's rarely talked about, but it's been linked to reducing inflammation in ways you wouldn't believe. And the way you cook them? That changes everything. Stick around, in the next minutes, we're digging into the sweet potato effect no one's talking about, and how one simple recipe might become your body's new best friend. Ever wondered what gives sweet potatoes that deep orange color? It's not just pretty, it's powerful. That rich orange isn't for show, it's the signature of a secret defender. Inside every bite is an antioxidant called beta-carotene. But that's not all. Sweet potatoes also contain anthocyanins, especially in purple varieties, a lesser-known compound that quietly calms your body's inflammation from the inside out. Beta-carotene turns into vitamin A in your body, supporting your immune system and healing processes, but anthocyanins? They go deeper. They protect your cells from oxidative stress, one of the root causes of chronic pain. But here's the catch: how you cook sweet potatoes can actually turn these benefits on, or off. Is it possible that the way we cook sweet potatoes is killing their benefits? That golden brown crisp you love? It might not be doing you any favors. High heat, like deep frying or grilling, can damage the fragile antioxidants in sweet potatoes. But roasting them slowly, baking them at lower temps, or steaming, that preserves the beta-carotene and anthocyanins so they can actually do their job. And want to make it even more powerful? Add a drizzle of healthy fat, like olive oil or avocado oil, because beta-carotene is fat-soluble. That means your body absorbs more of it when it's paired with fat. But there's still one trick almost no one uses that could triple the benefit. Could pairing sweet potatoes with one simple spice change everything? Think about this: what if the secret wasn't just what's in the sweet potato, but what you put on top? Cinnamon. Yes, cinnamon. This cozy spice doesn't just taste good. It helps regulate blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and support circulation. Combine that with the potassium, magnesium, and antioxidants in sweet potatoes, and you've got a next-level anti-cramp, anti-inflammatory combo. Try this: roast sweet potato wedges with a splash of olive oil, a dash of cinnamon, and a pinch of sea salt. Simple. Powerful. Delicious. But the real magic? It's what happens when you eat this consistently over time. Food number 4 is Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt for leg cramps? The shocking truth they never told you. Could a creamy spoonful of Greek yogurt actually stop that awful leg cramp in the middle of the night? What if I told you, it's not just possible, it's science? But why would something so simple, creamy, and common be a secret weapon against painful leg cramps? It doesn't look like a miracle cure, and yet, people who eat it daily notice fewer cramps, better sleep, and even stronger legs. Greek yogurt isn't just about taste, it's packed with calcium, potassium, and magnesium, the exact nutrients your muscles are begging for when they twitch or cramp up. What's hiding inside Greek yogurt that your legs might be screaming for? Could this be the missing piece in your daily routine that your doctor never mentioned? It turns out, calcium helps your muscles contract properly, potassium helps them relax, and magnesium keeps the electrical signals in your body stable. Without these in balance? Hello, cramps. But here's what almost no one realizes about Greek yogurt: it's not just what's in it, it's how your body uses it that makes the difference. Timing matters. Eating it about 1 to 2 hours before bed gives your body time to absorb those minerals just before the time when leg cramps tend to strike, late at night or early morning. And for seniors? The impact is even bigger than you might think. Could something so affordable and easy to digest truly help aging muscles stay strong and relaxed? For people over 60, muscle loss and bone weakness sneak in quietly. Greek yogurt's high protein content helps fight muscle breakdown, while the probiotics boost gut health, something that's often ignored in aging but deeply connected to how well your body absorbs nutrients. Now, here's where it gets interesting for diabetics. Isn't yogurt full of sugar? Shouldn't it be avoided? That's where most people get it wrong. Plain Greek yogurt is actually low in carbs and high in protein, which slows sugar absorption and keeps blood glucose levels more stable. Adding a sprinkle of chia seeds for fiber and a touch of honey for taste makes it a diabetic-friendly powerhouse. But how much is enough, and how much is too much? Could eating too much Greek yogurt actually backfire? That's what surprises most people. The sweet spot? 1 serving per day, about 3/4 to 1 cup. That's all it takes to get the muscle-loving benefits without overloading on protein or fat. It's not about eating more, it's about consistency and timing. And here's the question no one's asking: why does Greek yogurt work so well for something as specific as leg cramps, when pills and hydration alone often fail? Because cramps are often caused by tiny imbalances in the body, and Greek yogurt quietly restores what's missing. Especially when you're aging, stressed, or not sleeping well. It does this naturally, without side effects, without medications. So why aren't more people using it to solve nighttime cramps, tired legs, and weak muscles? That's the part that surprises most folks when they finally give it a try. Because Greek yogurt isn't marketed like a fancy supplement or miracle cure, but for those in the know, it works like one. And it doesn't just help your legs, it helps your entire body feel more supported from the inside out. So try to add it in your daily meal. Food number 5. Leafy greens, spinach. Could something as simple as a leaf stop your legs from screaming in the middle of the night? Every senior who's ever woken up with a jolt knows how awful leg cramps can be. That sharp, twisting pain that pulls you out of a peaceful sleep, it feels like your body is turning against you. But what if nature already gave us the answer, wrapped in leafy greens like spinach? Spinach is rich in magnesium, calcium, and iron, 3 minerals your body begs for when it's cramping up. These nutrients don't just help the muscles relax, they feed your nervous system, too. But why are leg cramps worse in people with diabetes, and what does spinach have to do with that? Here's something most people never hear at the doctor's office: when your blood sugar swings, it messes with the way your nerves talk to your muscles. That's why cramps happen more often in people with diabetes, especially at night. Spinach, loaded with magnesium, helps your body improve insulin sensitivity. That's a fancy way of saying it helps your cells hear the message from insulin better. And the better that message is heard, the fewer blood sugar spikes, and fewer painful leg cramps. But here's what most don't realize: it's not just what you eat, but when you eat it that makes all the difference. Is there a golden hour to eat spinach for cramp relief, and are you missing it? Imagine eating all the right foods, but still getting cramps because the timing was off. It happens more than you think. Experts are finding that your body absorbs magnesium better when you eat leafy greens in the evening. That's right, adding spinach to dinner might be more helpful than adding it to breakfast. It calms your muscles before sleep, reduces inflammation, and gently supports your blood sugar through the night. But there's a twist to this story, because too much spinach can backfire. And most people are never told where that line is. So how much spinach is too much, and how much is just right for leg cramps and diabetes? See, spinach is powerful. But like all powerful things, it needs balance. Seniors, especially, need to watch their iron and calcium levels. The sweet spot? Just 1 cup of cooked spinach a day. That's it. Not raw. Cooked. Because cooked spinach makes the nutrients easier to absorb, less oxalate, more value. But what happens when you combine spinach with just one ingredient from your pantry, and suddenly your body absorbs it even better? What if your spinach isn't working because it's missing one tiny, oily partner? This part shocks most people. Spinach's power increases when paired with a healthy fat. That's why adding just a drizzle of olive oil or tossing it with avocado makes the magnesium and iron more available to your cells. So, a quick sauté with garlic and olive oil? That's not just tasty, it's therapeutic. But the real surprise comes when you learn how spinach can affect your heart, bones, and even your brain in ways you've never heard. We've barely scratched the surface of what leafy greens can do. In the next part, I'll show you the shocking connection between spinach and your mood, your memory, and even the way you sleep. You think it's just for cramps? Oh no, it's way bigger than that. So don't miss the next one. This isn't just a food, it's a forgotten medicine. What if your sadness, forgetfulness, and sleepless nights weren't just aging, but something spinach could quietly influence? Most people blame stress or age when their mood dips or when they start forgetting names and appointments. But scientists are starting to see patterns, nutritional patterns. Spinach is packed with folate, also known as vitamin B9. This little nutrient plays a huge role in brain chemistry. It helps your body produce serotonin and dopamine, your natural mood lifters. So when folate is low, your mood can crash. Your brain can feel foggy. But spinach doesn't just lift the fog, it protects the brain long term. But what does that mean for seniors who are already dealing with memory loss? That's where the story gets really interesting. Can a handful of spinach a day really sharpen memory, or is that just another health myth? It might sound too simple to be true, but Harvard researchers found that people who ate leafy greens daily had slower cognitive decline, like turning back the mental aging clock by 11 years. That's not magic. That's the effect of antioxidants, vitamin K, and folate, all of which spinach delivers in abundance. They don't just fight brain fog, they slow the physical shrinking of the brain that comes with age. But how does this affect your sleep, and why is poor sleep quietly sabotaging your healing? Why are your muscles tight, your memory blurry, and your mood low, all after a bad night's sleep? And how does spinach fit into this puzzle? Here's what almost no one connects: your muscles recover, your brain repairs, and your hormones balance during sleep. But if you're lacking magnesium, the mineral found abundantly in spinach, your body can't calm down. Magnesium helps switch off the fight or flight response. Without enough, your brain stays wired, your muscles stay tense, and you toss and turn. Eating spinach a few hours before bed gives your nervous system the nutrients it needs to exhale. That's perfect, right? What if you can't get fresh spinach or ripe avocados or any of mentioned food every day? Does that mean you're out of luck? This is where most people give up, thinking if they can't eat perfect, they might as well not try. But healing doesn't demand perfection. It asks for consistency. Frozen spinach works just as well, sometimes even better because it's flash frozen at peak nutrition. Powdered greens? Also an option. And potassium-rich. Drink mixes? A powerful backup when fresh isn't available. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. You don't have to live with leg cramps. You don't need expensive medications, and you don't need to just deal with it. You just need to start small, even one food a day, and give your body what it's quietly asking for. Imagine waking up tomorrow without pain, taking a walk without fear, sleeping through the night with peace of mind. It's not just possible. It's probable, and it starts with you. Which of these 5 foods are you already eating, and which one will you try this week? Drop it in the comments below. If this video helped you, hit the like button, subscribe for more health tips, and share this with a loved one who might need it. Because no one should be living in pain when the solution could be sitting right on their plate.